Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Now, I did post in my stories that I'll be coming live about 6 o'clock, but I've had such a weird day, but I'm not here to talk about that at all. I wanted to tell you about, no, do you know what I'm going to tell you, because it was quite funny, actually. Now I'm over the trauma. Where's that come from? I don't know what it is. Go away. So, I've got a button-down dress on today. Oh, God, I can see why, actually. So, I popped into the shop before tea, and I was paying with my card, but on my phone, and I couldn't, it wouldn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work in the case, so I was concentrating on that. I looked down, and that button, and that button were open. They were just open, and I've got like the world's ugliest bra on. And I'm like, oh, and there's a man there, and the lady there, and she went, oh, I didn't notice. And the man turned around, and I still had my phone in my hand. I was like, I don't know what to do first. So that was my first little drama. And then I came back, and I put some potatoes on to mash, and I turned the hob on. I've got a glass top hob. And then I was doing some other veg, so I had my back to it, and it was really hot, wasn't it? And I've been having hot flushes, and I thought, oh God, it's suddenly really gone hot. And then I was facing the kitchen window, and I saw something. I turned around, massive fire behind me. I was like, oh my God. So one of the kids had left a cereal box. Instead of putting it in the recycling, because I'm a bit obsessive with recycling and stuff, put the cereal box, they'd left it on the hob, and I'd turned the wrong hob on, and the cereal box had got fire, and I went, oh. So I thought, don't panic. So I got a tea towel, got it wet to pick it up and put it in the sink, but it disintegrated and went everywhere. I was like, oh no. So I wet the tea towel even more and just put it on top. Oh, that was my little drama of the night. But then the fire alarm went off, and I couldn't turn, or smoke alarm, whatever it is, I couldn't turn it off. I could go face. I was like, just send me some help. So yeah, that's why I didn't come live at 6, as promised. I love this black grape, gorgeous. So that's why I didn't come live at 6 o'clock tonight. That was the plan. And I had a Zoom at 6:30 and then another Zoom at 8. Mondays can be busy for Zoom, so they're not essential, but I do like to keep in the loop of what's going on in the unique world. So yeah, so I was thinking, oh, so tea was late because of all that. So anyway, apologies. I think I can be forgiven. And that is the beauty of running your own business from home, around your family. When things hit the fan, that sorting out the fan comes first. So we do that. And we can just pick things up when we want to. So there we go. So yeah, sorry, not sorry. I did promise I'd come live at 6 and I didn't, and that's why. Anyway, so if you're watching me live, which no one is at the moment, where are you all? Is it too late? This is a very late live for me. I don't often come live this late. Yeah, so if you're watching me live, do me hashtag replay. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to come and say thank you for supporting me and being lovely. But what I wanted to come talk to you about was Saturday. Disclaimer, I may cry. I was on a Zoom this afternoon with some ladies who weren't there Saturday. And I was just talking to them about some of the things that I saw and heard and did, and I was just covered in goosebumps. So, doing what I do, what do I do? People think I come here and share my makeup, because my business is selling makeup and skincare, cosmetics, and that's what I do. And you know what? If being a unique ambassador was a cherry pie, honestly, selling skincare and makeup would just be one cherry out of the pie. And that's all I can say about it. Hey, if you're watching me live, come and say hello. Someone just popped on. So come and say hi so I can see who it is. So yeah, so I'll talk about doing what I do. Hello, my darling, who's this? So I'll talk about doing what I do. I'm a unique ambassador, and I do have a business, and I make an income from selling amazing, by the way, skincare and makeup and collagen. But seriously, if doing what I do was a cherry pie, that would be a single cherry out of the pie, because there is just so much more to doing what I do than selling makeup and skincare. It is just such a beautiful place to be. So I went to an event on Saturday. oh, it just gives you all the feels. So the purpose of Unique, what's the word? Our motto, our aim, is to uplift, empower and validate women across the globe. And that's it, just to help people feel uplifted, feel better, feel good about themselves, feel lovely, to empower them, to feel strong, to feel capable. To me, that's my interpretation of empower. And to validate, so to know that you are okay, you are fine, just as you are. So to uplift, empower and validate. And I think that runs through pretty much everything we do. That is what I try and do all the time. Okay, there's some Biscoff ice cream. So that's what we do. Now, so Saturday started off with a talk about Sapria. Now, Sapria is our charity. So when Unique started around 10 years ago, it was built, Unique, it was born, a couple made the Unique Foundation, it used to be called, and that's a charity to give hope and healing to survivors of child and sexual abuse. So women who've been sexually abused as children and who don't feel whole and functioning as adults. So what they did was spoke to the greatest scientists on the planet and designed the best mascara that at that point there ever had been. And then proceeds from every single mascara sale went towards the Unique Foundation to build a retreat. Now, when I say we give hope and healing to survivors of childhood sexual abuse, I mean that really, really deeply and seriously. I'm not saying there's a website people can look at or there's a pamphlet people can read. There's a funded, you have to get yourself there, but there's a funded retreat where you go and find a future. So every time someone buys a mascara or a box of collagen or anything, a lip butter, anything off me, 10% of that goes directly to Sapria. So the Unique Foundation, the charity changed its name to Sapria. It's now called Sapria. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I've met people personally who've been to Sapria on the retreat. I've done a lot of training about what's available there and what it does. They offer a lot of support and input to schools and young adults about prevention of childhood sexual abuse. It's an epidemic that needs to be stopped. I've got bottles that say no more 1 in 5. I mean, 1 in 5 children are sexually abused, and this will have an impact for your whole entire life. And it's really, really sad that that's a fact, but it is a fact. And that's what we're working towards. And I feel really passionately about this. And that's what we're working towards, is stopping that and just building a future for these people who are broken. So, yeah, so that's why Unique exists and why it started in the first place. I stand really loudly and proudly. I've got no problems talking about childhood sexual abuse. It's something that happens and it's something that needs to stop. So I do what I do with my head held really, really high and really proudly. And I'm really grateful for every sale that goes from a website, because like I say, 10% of that goes straight to that, straight to them. The married couple, so Derek and Shalane, who started Unique, don't take an income from Unique. They were millionaires before they started, and they just wanted to do good in the world. So there's no profit going up to big CEOs. It's all going to help these people. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I am really, really, really proud of that. Really proud of that. So yeah, there's a little background story. So on Saturday, it's a series of talks and trainings and inspiration, really. Pardon me. So the first part of the day was dedicated to learning more about Sapria, and it was what a lady, actually, I've just been speaking to a beautiful friend of mine called Jade, who has actually been to the retreat and experienced that, and it's absolutely changed her life. And that's what she spoke about. She spoke about her experience there, and how valuable it is. And Sapria really isn't something that I talk about enough. It really isn't. I do tend to, and I do talk about it. But if you'd like to hear more about Sapria, or if you think Sapria could help you or someone that you know, please, if you're not comfortable coming to speak to me, that's absolutely fine. You can apply or find out more yourself. Sapria.org, SAPREA. But if you want to come speak to me as well, that's absolutely fine. That would be amazing. Because that's what it's there for, and that's why I do what I do. So the first part of the day on Saturday was, learning more about Sapria, which was absolutely amazing. And then the rest of the day, was broken down into just different people speaking, absolute experts, absolute legends. I go to these events probably about every 3 months, and they change you. They literally change you, make you realise that we have got the power to do good in the world, and the power that any of us can do good in the world, and it's an amazing thing. It's really hard to put into words, even to people who know a lot about what we do. I can speak to other people who do what I do but didn't go, and it's really because it's a feeling that's inside. There was just a really loving atmosphere in the room. It was a very intimate event. It was beautiful. So yeah. That's what I was up to. I spoke to some other ladies. So a phrase that stuck with me, it's no secret really that I've had, oh gosh, I don't know how to put it, the last few years, a series of traumatic events. That's the only way I can say it really, and I don't think I'd have carried on the same as I was if it wasn't for doing what I do and for being surrounded by strong, confident women. Do you know what I mean? So a phrase that comes up sometimes at these events, in fact, it was the last event I went to, I heard it for the first time, and I heard it again on Saturday. Unique is a hospital for broken women. Wow. I mean, wow. It's amazing, isn't it? There were people on stage talking. There was a lady talking about how she'd been abused by her parents all her life, and didn't find the power to break that toxic cycle and change her life until she found Unique. It gave her the strength and the power. There's ladies who were in care as children. There's just a place for everyone at Unique, and it's really amazing because we're all on our own journey. It's really amazing to just hear other people speak and hear I can talk about what I take from doing it. And I think that people who watch or follow me can see how I benefit. But to see an array of other strong women who are doing it against all the odds, because Unique just gives them this power. It's a really special place to be. It's a really special place to be. It's just incredible. I say a lot because it's an impossible circumstance to put into words. Hello, sorry, I need help. I'm trying to talk about how amazing Saturday was, and it's so hard, isn't it, to put into words. And I'm just talking about how a phrase that really stuck with me. Love you too. A phrase that really stuck for me is Unique is a hospital for broken women, and to see these women, it's just such an inspiration. I've done this before. I'm not crying today, weirdly, because it's just a feeling when you're there, isn't it? And I think it's just to see kind of broken women and healing women and strong women and women who've been through so much. And the common thread through everything is that Unique has helped them in every single way. You know, I wouldn't be doing what I do now, and I don't mean doing Unique. I wouldn't be doing Unique if I was doing Unique. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't have carried on and got through the last couple of years where I've, really have had a lot of traumatic events. And it's just being encircled. It's like always being in a hug. Do you know what I mean? You're just surrounded by strong, powerful, empathetic and encouraging women. And I think, I can't imagine that there's another company out there or another community where everyone is just so supportive. It absolutely gives you strength. It absolutely gives you strength. And I just, and I've actually experienced any time of the night or day, there's just always someone to support you, and everyone is just, it is just the most supportive place. It's insane. It becomes part of your soul, doesn't it? It's just a community like no other. It really is. It's something that gives me like a superpower, an absolute superpower. Oh, I love you. I absolutely love you. So Zoe is another Unique lady who is absolutely smashing her life and business and gives me so much inspiration every day. And these close friendships. You wouldn't, you just, it's just by being around like-minded women. I wanted to come and talk about Saturday, and I can talk about Sapria and that process, but trying to articulate the strength and the power it gives you and the inspiration that it gives you. It is really, really possible. It's something that you would need to experience. And I think you feel it to an extent by being in the community and by, you know, building relationships and making new friendships and building a relationship with your sponsor and your mentor and things like that. But to go to an event, it literally, it was your first event, wasn't it? It literally changes your life. It changes your outlook. And I think it changes your belief system, makes you realise just how powerful we are as individual people, and the power that we have to do good. And that is doing good by working with our charity and supporting our charity and knowing that purchases that go through our website support this charity and it promotes it as well and things like this. But just by helping people feel good, I mean, that's a superpower, isn't it? It's an absolute superpower. Oh, do you know what? I've never missed one. My first one was about 2 years ago. It's in Telford, and I didn't know what to expect at all. And I blubbed like a baby all day. I blubbed like a baby all day, and yeah, it just changes your life. I think because of how our whole ethos and our whole belief structure, our whole belief system. Which is just to uplift and empower and validate. And that's before anything else as a business. It's just about helping other people feel good. That's how our whole aim as businesswomen, as ambassadors for Unique, it is just all about feeling good. What else is there? What else is there? That's plenty, isn't it? So that was it, really. I think I'd love, what I would love to do, which is absolutely possible, it's a bit like Harry Potter world, but I'd love to be able to just bottle a bit of this event, or to bottle a bit of this event, because they just give you so much fire and passion and remind you about the whole, what I said at the beginning though, I said, if selling makeup and skincare and collagen was an apple pie, right? If Unique was a cherry pie, selling makeup and skincare would be like a cherry out of it, because the whole culture and the idea behind it, that's what I absolutely am in love with. That's what I'm absolutely in love with. It means the world to me. And there's just so much more to it than feeling good. And yeah, oh, I do. It just makes me cry. It makes me cry. And hearing some people's stories and how the community and the income and the spirit and the uplift and the empowerment and the validate has got them through so much. It is though, isn't it? And that's not something I've ever thought before. It just came to me. It is such a small part of it because it's a whole world, isn't it? It's a whole community, which is just everything to me. I like all the pies. Yeah, but Apple doesn't work because apples are bigger. I was trying to say it's a small part of it. Do you know what I'm saying though? It's just like a little bit. Or it'd be like one of the strawberry dreams out of a tub of roses. Something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. I like pies too. Anyway, I've had a crazy day. I've been meaning to do this since 6 o'clock, but I had a fire. My clothes fell off at the shop, and all kinds of stuff's happened today. I never have a normal day. We have to watch the beginning if you want to hear more about that. So there we go. So when I think about Unique, and I will ask a lot of ladies this question: would this be something that you would like to do? It's something that everyone needs to do, and I don't think you always know that you need it until you've found it. I didn't know I needed this because when I started my business, when I started with Unique, I thought I was all right. I was a teacher then, and I was bubbling along, quite happy with my life. And then I stumbled into it and found it, and I was like, "What's all this?" It's a world we don't know about, so. You don't always know you need it until you found it, but I think it's always worth having a little chat. Chat's free, isn't it? Why? Because I go off topic and ramble about weird things, or because I have fires in my kitchen and flash over my boobs, or because I don't know. All the above. All of the above. But yeah. So I think. I think especially in this day and age now, I think we're busy. Because I love you too, because you're bloody gorgeous thing. Don't you think the way that the world that we live in now, the culture that we live in, is so fast-paced and furious and crazy? I think as women, there's so much pressure. I had a fire in my kitchen. Oh, hello, man. It just popped up there. I had a fire in my kitchen. You have to watch the beginning. I can't tell it again. I'll be boring. I'll repeat myself too much. I did have a fire in my kitchen though today. It was weird. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I thought I was having a hot flush because it was behind me. I went, oh, it's gone really hot in here. There was fire in the kitchen. What I want one day, I would love one day to have just a normal day without some kind of crisis. Yeah, and then I was at the shop and that button popped open while I was at the till. And I was just stood there. And anyway, I've lost track of what I was saying now. So, being part of this unique community, I think you don't always know that you need it until you've found it. I know, oh my God. You don't always know that you need it until that you've found it. I didn't know I needed it. And so many people have said that to me. And I think in this crazy, crazy world, I think a sisterhood is just what gets women through, just what keeps women going, what keeps us sane, you know. Showers. I love you, Squillions too. Sweet dreams, my darling. So, yeah, women do need women. Absolutely, 1,000,000%. Love you loads. Thanks for watching. Hi, Kay. How you doing? You okay? I saw your post about you being a giant before I popped on. So if it's something that you think, yeah, I need a little bit of that. And it could be that you need to be in a hospital for broken women, which sounds absolutely mad, but I'm one of them and it's helped me. Or it could be that you think you're all right, but, you know, maybe you just need a little bit of something for you. Or it could be that you just need a bit more women around you, because the girl time is different to couple time, isn't it? Or mate time, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But if any of that resonates in any way and you think that it could help you a little bit, come and have a chat. Come and have a chat. I've just coming back from an event. I'm still flying from it. I'm flying on a world full of positivity and uplift and empowerment. And that's what I want to say, really. I didn't even want to say the bit about the fire and the flashing, but it came out because that's what I'm like. It all just comes out. So, yeah, if you'd like to hear more about it, just pop me in the comments and we can have a chat, or just drop me an inbox message. And I'd love to speak to it. I've got 4 passions in my life. It's the babies and my unique world, because it is what's given me my fire, and it is what drives me to do what I do every day, which I know puts smiles on people's faces. That's what it's all about, isn't it? So I would love to be chatting with you. So just pop me in the comments or drop me a message, and we can have a chat. So have yourselves a lovely evening. It's still light. We've had the longest day now, so it's going to go backwards slowly, isn't it? But never mind. I do like these summer nights. Beautiful. So have a beautiful Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? Have a beautiful Monday, sleepies. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Where we choose to be happy and we choose to be kind. That's what's important. Let's choose to be kind. So have a lovely Monday night. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Oh, I didn't know you were here, Hannah. Thank you so much. You are too. Oh, I'll have to meet up again. Do you know what? I've had a bonkers week, but that is really out of the ordinary for me. I don't have, my life has settled down quite a lot from when we last spoke, I think. So if you want to go down the park, that would be really lovely. So night night, sweet dreams. I hope you're all really good. And everything's all right at the moment. And yeah, let's have a meet up down the park. I think that was nice before. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. I think you're all amazing. Night night, gorgeous, sweet dreams. I'm getting really good at going to bed earlier as well. I'm going to bed soon as well. So have a good night, sweet dreams. Stay safe. Be kind.